I call it wrap anyway. It's ground up road.
Recycled asphalt product.
Recycled asphalt product is what they call it. Millings. It's all the same thing. You pretty much have it everywhere. Some may have different types of asphalts that they've used. Okay, but don't worry too much about that. The bottom line is, if Pennz suppressed, the resin had a kissing cousin, it's asphalt. Okay, it's asphalt. They're both hydrocarbons, and they love one another. Not in the same vat for distribution, because you have the ionic and anionic thing, or cationic thing going on. We're anionic, incidentally. But when it hits the ground, if you got millings, all you've got to do is come in and hit it with a 0.15, and you do the same thing we talked about. Do your first tenth of a gallon the first day, then come back with a wear surface the next day. This right here is probably binded. We have 3 inches of material. It's probably binded down at least this far.
Without any compaction?
Well, if you remember, we did compact it.
Right.
Okay. I would recommend compaction, because they could, basically, you're either chip sealing or putting new asphalt.
It's basically equivalent when you start compacting it.
Yeah. You probably have a 3, 4, 5 year road doing that. I would take and I would look at if somebody says they got wrapped, they want to do it, tell them we can do it. You don't even have to hesitate on that one. We can do it. But go look at it. You might have a road they pulled up after 30 years. Well, asphalt's pretty worn out, but you're going to rejuvenate it. Speaking about rejuvenation, I think everybody here knows that Pennz suppress can be rejuvenated. Old Pennz suppress will never re-emulsify. Once that water's gone, a matrix is set up and it's never going to re-emulsify. But you take old Pennz suppress and you add a little bit of new Pennz suppress to it, it will bond with the old Pennz suppress so quickly that you just won't use it. Right? And where it might have taken you a 0.15 to have done an application, you can come back with a 0.03 or 0.05 and it'll be good for the same amount of passes you got out of the commercial. All you're doing is reestablishing the wear surface. The application for this is a 4-to-1. Do it exactly like you do your other roads, or you've done everything else.
He's just using an applicator truck and pouring it right on out of there.
You come in with a 1.0 to start with. Give it a day and a night to dry. And then what you're going to do, by the magic of doing this a month ago, the next day you're going to put a wear surface on.
Water trucks are really a piece of work.
You can call it a topper, whatever you want.
Splash it like 20 feet away.
But you know how an asphalt road, a brand new asphalt, has a nice black wall?
We don't leave our truck, we just run on the job site.
That's what you're going to end up with.
Full of water when we get back in.
You're going to have a really sweet looking road. Maintenance, minimal. They may ask you to come in once a year or so, do it again, but look how that came back out. It comes right back. All you've done is recycle or re-emulsify the Pennz suppressor was already there, rejuvenated it, put the fresh Pennz suppress on top of that, and this is what you're going to get.
How many passes will that take of heavy traffic, like say in a mine haul road?
Oh yeah. Wait a minute.
Well, mine haul roads don't really utilize wrap, do they?
No. A secondary road in a mine might, okay? But
utility
I don't think they'd run any any
Usually
type of
municipality's
heavy
gonna
haul.
go for that.
Yeah.
Or a private property owner tries to utilize this wrap stuff.
County garage.
Yeah, you're going to find this in counties, townships, stuff like that.
Because they just have so much of it left over, they don't know what to do with it anyway. What I'm starting to see evidence of, which I sent some emails out, was that they're stabilizing the road base and then throwing this wrap right on top of that stabilized road base and having a road that could last for 10 years that way.
It's more than possible to accomplish that. But see,
Trending
it doesn't
in that
take much.
direction.
Doesn't take too much product to get a big benefit on wrap. Okay. You might find that a 0.10 or 0.15 is way too much product.
Rick, and as you run on that, doesn't it bond together and almost solidify
Yeah,
the actual asphalt
If
completely?
what I would do on this, to be honest with you, is I'd come compact it right on,
They don't
Yeah.
have a trailer.
And
and
it's
then
going to bond
put
it
the
all
last
together.
one, which is what we did.
Right.
Cross contamination.
Just compaction on wrap. Is everybody? I know it's hot out here. Is it too hot?
This ain't good enough.
You okay?
South Texas.
You're going to get a certain amount of cohesion on wrap from just pushing it down. Okay. You add the Pennz press with it, rejuvenates the asphalt, and then you're going to put a wear surface on top of that. So you're going to have a good
Birthdays.
One comment, Rick,
Sure.
is regarding the asphalt. We're finding a lot of customers don't want to spend the money right away for road milling, which I'm a real proponent of. I really think it's a way to go in a lot of situations. What we're doing is putting a .03 after they sweep it, like in aggregate operations, just to get them through the season, put a .03 down, and then when it comes into their budget and they feel more comfortable about what they're doing, they'll road mill it down so we have an inch or two. They've got the .03 already in the inventory, so they're putting down another .10 or maybe a little bit more after they road mill and blade and compact, and they've got a real road.
Yeah.
So you kind of get them going on it by sweeping, putting it .03 down, get them through the season, and then they like it so much that they go into the road mill side. And then because if you take asphalt, you got to dig it up and you got to haul it off, and you got to grind it up, and whatever you're going to do with it, it's a huge cost.
Yeah, that costs
So
money
you've
too.
got a great base in place, just road
To
mill.
dispose of that, tear it and dispose it.
Yeah,
You
just
can
that
reuse
cost.
it. I'm telling you, that's where all the municipalities are trending towards is
Use what you
let's
got.
reuse this
Let's
stuff.
press
Let's
on.
use our dirt, our base, and our recycled asphalt.